EJ Antoni joins me now. He's back. EJ, the White House withdrew your nomination to lead the Bureau of Labor Statistics. You're back now. Will you tell us what happened?
Oh, sure, Stu. Look, as you know, the Constitution says that a lot of these positions are not simply just a straight appointment by the president, but they require Senate confirmation. And if the Senate's not willing to play ball, in my case, if you have senators who won't even take a meeting with you, unfortunately, there's just no way to move that nomination forward. But at the same time, we're still going to continue calling for all kinds of good reforms at the Bureau of Labor Statistics and elsewhere throughout the federal government. So if anything, the microphone just got a lot bigger because now I get to be back on shows like yours.
Flattery is a good thing. Now then, the Treasury reports that this year, nearly $215 billion in tariff revenue, $214.9 billion, it's been collected. So what should that money be used for? Should it be used to pay down the debt? Or, as the president suggests, some of it might go to rebate checks. Where do you stand on that?
Well, I think a lot of people are really missing the broader picture here. The president has floated a lot of different ideas, both when it comes to new tariffs, but also how to spend the tariff revenue. And what the president has consistently said is that his number one priority here is paying down the debt. And obviously, there are a lot of other options. There are a lot of other things you could do with that tariff revenue. But I agree with the president that the number one priority here is taking that extra revenue and using it to pay down the debt. That's got to be our priority, because going forward, the debt is going to continue to cause us all kinds of problems, both in the fiscal and the monetary spaces.
However, rebate checks would be politically very attractive right before the midterms, would they not?
Oh, they certainly would, Stu, but as is often the case with things that are politically attractive, in the short run, they provide a lot of really great effects, and only in the long run do you realize how detrimental they are. They're a lot like alcoholism in that way. The only reason people overindulge is because they get a buzz first and the hangover comes the next day. If that order of operations was reversed, I assure you no one would drink too much.
The real objective here is to bend the curve on the deficit. It keeps on going up, and you're close to, what, $2 trillion a year now. You've got to get it to plateau and start to come down. That would be considered a win, right?
Right, exactly, Stu. Specifically, what we have to do here is we have to get the economy growing faster, then we're growing the debt, then we're growing the deficit. And the administration has made a lot of really great progress along that track. As the Treasury Secretary keeps calling it, we're reprivatizing the economy. We're shrinking the unproductive public sector. We're growing the productive private sector. And as we do that, and this is probably the most important metric, we are going to see a reduction in the cost to service the debt relative to the size of the overall economy. It's not so much just the size of the debt compared to GDP. That's a stock versus a flow. It's not really a great measurement. So if we compare, again, the cost of servicing the debt to the size of the overall economy, that's a key measure, and I think it's headed in the right direction.
Got it. EJ Antoni, good to have you back again. We'll see you again soon. Thanks, EJ.